I'm Eric Russell for gayrva.com, and I am here at the opening of the 18th season of Richmond Triangle Players with the very first show of the season, the Beebo Brinker Chronicles. Thank you again for doing this. I know you've had a long week and a long night, so I want to start with these introductions. You are...
Maureen Barnes.
And you're the director, correct?
Yes.
I'm Carrie McGee, and I play Laura.
Melissa Carroll Jackson. I play Marcy, Lily, and Nina.
I'm Emma Mason. I play Beebo Brinker.
I'm Matt Hackman, and I play Charlie and Burr.
I'm Heather Falks, and I play Beth.
I'm Justin Emilio, and I play Jack Mann.
This show is based on the books by Anne Bannon, I Am Woman, Woman in the Shadow, and A Journey to a Woman. Could you give us, as the director, give us some background more about this show, the setting, time period, what kind of brought you to this show, what did you like about it?
The play, based on the novels, was written in 2007 by Kate Ryan and Linda Chapman in New York. And what they tried to do was capture the 1950s Greenwich Village life and basically what people went through during that time period in terms of being publicly closeted, but finding a kind of life and camaraderie in other people in the bars and the clubs of Greenwich Village, and finding a kind of community and home there. So it was that very secret existence of gay people in the 1950s, and that's that pre-Stonewall life that we don't think about too much, and these people really struggled for their civil rights, essentially during that time period. So it's a really lovely look at that time period with great sense of humor and a kind of camp wink at the audience at the same time, but it's really absolutely sincere about what these people went through. So we were trying to really find that balance, I think, between the humor and the realism. And I think the cast did a great job doing that. So I think the play has a great deal of heart, because we're really paying tribute to these people, many of them are still alive, who went through this in that pre-Stonewall era.
You play Laura.
Laura, yes.
What do you like about her? What brought you to her character?
I like Laura because she has a very complete journey. She shows up in New York as this innocent Midwestern girl who lives just outside of Chicago. I grew up in Kalamazoo, Michigan, which is 3 hours outside of Chicago. So she has this beautiful transformation from this innocent girl to this very, I think they describe her as worldly at the end. And I enjoy watching her grow in this process, and she grows like anyone else would, and it's a beautiful time of her going through all the struggles that anyone would go through during their 20s, and she comes out ahead. You know, she makes it through, she survives, and she finds something that works for her, and it's really beautiful. It's nice to see a happy ending after all the... I think there's not a lot of happiness during the middle of the play, for her specifically, maybe for other characters, but it all ends up okay, and I think that's a nice thought.
Now you play Beebo, and the show's name
I do.
The Beebo Brinker Chronicles. What did you bring to Beebo? What is it about her that makes this show about her as the title? What's her role in all of this?
She's kind of that woman who teaches these other women what they are and helps them in their journey to become themselves. And she's got this confidence that she can do it, which is amazing, and especially in the time period, knowing exactly what she is and what she wants to be.
Frank. Loved Frank. Frank was just like, what is the whole thing with calling Laura mother? Jack. Sorry. Thank you. Calling her mother. Why does Jack call her mother? Where does that come from? Did you come up with that on your own, or is it...
Oh, no, it's actually comes right from the first entrance in the play when he says, "You remind me of my mother. She always cried at endings. Didn't matter if they were happy you're sad. And it just became this term of endearment. I think Jack views himself as a bit of a fairy godmother, you know, and yeah. So it's just kind of,
fairy godmother.
yeah.
And what is it about your character? Because he's a fairy godmother to everybody else, or what did you? That was his most endearing thing about it that brought you to the part, or
The thing that really got me was that he had this striking wit, yet underneath it all, he loves this woman so much that he just wants the best for her. And it comes off a little bit harsh at times, but it's the love that they share that really brought me to this part.
which then brings me to Melissa. You play 3 very distinct characters in this show.
Yes.
Who is your favorite out of the 3?
Oh, that's not fair. Oh, that's a hard question. Probably Marcy.
Why?
You get to play. There's nothing wrong. You can't do anything wrong inside of Marcy. She's always right. Whatever she does is right. Whatever move she does, it's right. And having that kind of freedom is something that we don't always get to explore as actors. Sometimes there's a very strict line and that you can or cannot cross. And in this case, there isn't. It's just play and fun.
That brings us to Charlie and Beth. Your 2 characters kind of start off very rocky. What's the relationship truly between those 2 characters? You know, Beth's journey and Charlie's journey.
Well, she truly did love Charlie, and that is the reason that she decided to stay with him and commit to marrying him. Children probably were not part of her plan when she did that, and I think that was the breaking point. This reality set in, and it was very difficult to have this facade of this perfect life together, and constantly Laura slips back into her consciousness, and it's very difficult for her to be in this life. And it's an amazing, you know, thing that she could be as brave as she was to just go ahead and say, this is not for me. I need to go and I need to live my life for myself.
And at the same time, I'd say that the most endearing thing about Charlie is probably that he's completely truthful throughout the entire show. He's just himself. He knows who he is. A lot of this play is about searching about identity and finding who you are, who you really are. Charlie knows from the get-go who he is, what he wants. And he even says, all I ever wanted was Beth. And Laura even mentions, he really did love you. So the thing I love about Charlie is the fact that while everybody else is like, I don't know, I think I want this, well I want that, well I don't want a boy, I want a woman. Charlie's like, I just want you. That'll be fine. And it you know, it probably comes off a little bit as being maybe a little male chauvinist because we're not, you know, he's a 50s, you know, working guy, but he's really just utterly shocked and confused as to why don't you want me? Because God, I want you.
Excellent, excellent. All right. Well, for ticket information and a schedule of this show, which actually runs through October 3rd. Oh, 9th.
Even better.
Thank you. October 9th. You can go to www.ourtriangle.org. Thank you again, everyone. You have a great show. Look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you.
I'm Eric Russell for gayrva.com. I'm here with the cast of the Beebo Brinker Chronicles, and I will catch you next time.